The Barber Shop, a 10-part series, A Woman's Perspective. Part 1. Walking through the door. The first time I walked into a real barber shop, the bell on the door sounded like a question. What are you doing here? It was all dark wood, sports memorabilia, and the low hum of clippers. A different scent, not sweet, but clean. Like talc and leather. All eyes flicked to me for a second, then back to their mirrors. I wasn't in a salon anymore. I was in a workshop. And I was there to get a tool sharpened, not just a style done. Sometimes, finding your calm means having the courage to walk into the room that wasn't necessarily built for you and claiming your chair. Part 2. The language of practicality. In a salon, the conversation is about looks. In the barber shop, it's about specs. I showed my barber, Leo, a picture. He nodded, then said, "So, a 2 on the sides, scissor over comb on top, squared off at the back." It was a language of precision and engineering. There was no talk of face framing or texture for volume. It was about lines, weight, and shape. It was refreshingly direct. We weren't creating a fantasy, we were building a structure. There's a profound clarity in stripping things back to their function. What in your life needs to be approached with practical precision, not just decorative flair. Part 3. The anonymity of the cape. In a salon, the cape is light, often floral. In the barber shop, it's heavy, vinyl, and universal. When that heavy black cape snaps around your neck, something shifts. Your gender, your job, your status, it all gets swallowed up. You become a shape in a chair. There's a powerful anonymity to it. Under that cape, your only identity is the client. It's a liberation from all the other labels we carry. What would it feel like to shed your labels, even for just 30 minutes? To be simply a human being undergoing maintenance. Part 4. A different kind of care. I used to think pampering was the only form of self-care. Then I met the straight razor. There's nothing quite like the feeling of a barber tidying up your neckline with a straight razor. It's not pampering, it's maintenance. It's sharp. It's definitive. The hot lather, the specific scrape of the blade, the final dusting of talc. It's a ritual of crispness and care, but without the frills. It feels less like being spoiled and more like being honed. Self-care isn't always soft and gentle. Sometimes it's sharp, precise, and about drawing a clean, defining line between you and everything else. Part 5. The quiet witness. Barbers are historians of life, not just hair. And they observe without much fuss. Leo doesn't ask a lot of questions. He just notices. "You're holding your shoulders differently today," he might say. Or, "Haven't seen you in 8 weeks, busy season?" In his quiet observation, I feel seen more than I do in a salon full of eager conversation. He's a quiet witness to the chapters of my life, marked by the growth of my hair and the set of my jaw. Being truly seen doesn't always require a deep conversation. Sometimes, it's in the quiet observation of someone who pays attention. Part 6. Claiming a slice of the bench. The waiting bench is where you learn the rhythm of the place. It's where you become a regular. Sitting there, listening to the easy, often silly banter between the barbers and their clients, I slowly became part of the furniture. Now I get the nods. I'm included in the lighthearted debates about the best pizza in town. I didn't force my way in. I earned my spot on the bench through quiet consistency. Belonging isn't always about being the loudest voice. Often, it's about showing up consistently and authentically until you become part of the landscape. Part 7. The psychology of the buzz. There's a power in the sound of clippers that shears will never have. The first time I heard the buzz of the clippers coming toward my head, it felt radical. It's a sound of removal, of shedding. It's the sound of letting go of what doesn't serve you. For me, it was letting go of the expectation that my hair must belong to be feminine. That buzz felt like freedom. It was the sound of a fresh start, literally at my roots. What is the buzz in your life? What is the powerful, definitive sound or action that signifies you're making a change on your own terms? Part 8. The ritual of the result. The final mirror check in a barber shop isn't a question. It's a statement. Leo spins the chair around and holds up the hand mirror. He doesn't ask, "Do you like it?" He shows me the back and says, "Clean lines." It's a presentation of a job well done. The confidence is built into the ritual. There's no seeking approval. It's a shared acknowledgement of a task completed with skill. Carry yourself with the confidence of a clean line. Trust your work, your choices, and present them to the world as a statement, not a question. Part 9. The Toolbox Mentality. Sitting in that chair, you realize a good haircut is a tool, not an accessory. My barbershop haircut is the most functional I've ever had. It dries in 5 minutes. It has a shape that lasts for weeks. It doesn't require a cabinet full of products. It has simplified my morning, cleared mental clutter. This haircut isn't just on my head, it's a tool in my daily life toolbox that makes everything else run smoother. Look at your routines. Where can you choose the tool over the accessory? Where can you opt for simplicity and function to create more space for what truly matters? Part 10. My compass recalibrated. They say a barbershop is a man's sanctuary. I've found it's something else for me. Main script. It's not an escape from my femininity, but a reaffirmation of my agency. In this room of clippers and crisp lines, I am not defined by expectation. I am defined by the choice I made to walk in, and the choice I make every time to return. The barbershop is where I go to shed the noise and remember the clean, simple lines of my own character. Your calm isn't always found in a scented candle. Sometimes it's in the buzz of a clipper, the smell of talc, and the powerful, quiet act of choosing the exact kind of maintenance your soul needs. Please like, share, and subscribe for more on Calming My Compass. Until next time.